were first aware of Keffe D? And how did you first learn about him? Do you remember?
I think it was in investigating Tupac's murder. His name came up. He was Orlando Anderson's uncle. So while I didn't know that he was in Vegas at the time, I think when I first heard his name, you know, after a while, you get pieces of information here and there.
Yeah. Did you read his book?
Yes.
Now, what do you think about his book?
I mean, it is a book that I kind of knew everything already, but it gave you maybe a little more detail into the Tupac shooting scene. But aside of that, I wasn't that compelled by what he was talking about. I mean, I could have skipped to the scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Before reading the book, were you aware of his confession that he had did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So I mean, I don't need to go into detail with what he said, right?
I mean, he said that he was in the car with Orlando Anderson, and after Suge and Death Row kind of got at Orlando, they were looking for him. They went to 662, couldn't find him, came back, and then heard the girls calling, screaming Tupac's name, and then rolled up on him.
Right. In his book, there's a few just things that are different. You know what I mean?
In the book, yeah.
Yeah. One particular one is that Pac or Suge pulled out a gun, and that's why they started firing. I mean,
it's convenient.
Exactly. What are your thoughts on him just like swaying it, changing the story like that?
I mean, I'm not surprised by it. There's no way he could write the book if he was confessing to a murder, right? It would have to be self-defense or anything in that genre that would, make it legally safe to talk about it. So that his story kind of lines up with what he can get away with legally, that doesn't surprise me.
I mean, at the end of the day, what is your reaction to all that? Like, somebody that you knew, and then their murderer is just like walking free, writing a book.
I mean, it's distasteful, you know what I mean? Like, and, I guess I try not to judge anybody, but I feel like it's weird that he's on tour to talk about this situation. Like like it's strictly because he's involved with a murder that he's on tour. So I guess that's weird, but he's not alone.
Not only is he on tour, but he's getting paid for these tours, for these interviews. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen his Black TV interviews?
Some of it. I can't really. I'm not that. I can't dig into it deep. I guess I gotta be in more of a mood for it. But I saw some of it.
With that being said, like, does it make you feel like an angry type of way, or?
Not angry, more like, I guess, everybody gotta eat. You know what I mean? Right. I don't think he's telling us any more information than we already had.
Right. Have you seen Unsolved? It was a series about the murders of Pac and Big.
Yeah, I saw some of it.
What'd you think of it?
Thought that, of all of those attempts to kind of recreate the Tupac Biggie story, it was one of the better ones.
Now that since you knew both of them, again, since you only saw some of it, which I know they could only, replicate so much. What are your thoughts on the performances and the whole nine, based on what you saw?
I mean, it was pretty good. Like I said, it was among the better recreation.
Do you don't enjoy watching those things or no?
It's kind of hard to watch it because either things and actually how they're portraying it, or a lot of them are not really. It doesn't capture that feeling that you had then.